Well, hello, my YouTube fellas and gals. It has been a minute. We had a death in our family, and yeah, I took some time away from social media, but I also created this for my neighbor. He has a kitty cat named Georgie, and I actually love to do customs, especially for pets, because I think they're so fun. So, I got to know Georgie a little bit because he's next door, and he is so cute. So every time my neighbor took pictures, I told him I would stalk his Facebook to get pictures, and I wanted to put a little twist on this, so you'll see it as I go through it. I wanted to make it mostly about Georgie, but I also wanted to add a little bit of personality of him in this with his family members and some pictures that he took. And plus, I found really cool digitals, and I bought some extra stuff to go with it, like washi, all that happy stuff. And of course, this is fabric. This is like my favorite type of journal to create, in my opinion. I have so much fun with these, but they're very time consuming. So let's get into it. So the first part, this actually came from a National Geographic. I thought this was really cool. And then I found these cat rolls. And then it was funny because I come across this little G clip for Georgie, so I stuck that in there. And this is a heart that it's glued on here, but it was from my die cut machine. And this is Georgie when he's outside. He is such a good cat. He stays right by his owner the whole time he's outside. So the cat's rules are, I'm spoiled, so get over it. Number 2, if you want someone to fetch, get a dog. 3, all guests must be approved by the cat. 4, I don't need your attitude, I have my own. 5, dry food will not be tolerated. 6, no dogs allowed. 7, do not disturb when napping. 8, sneak attacks are to be expected. 9, fresh catnip must be grown on the premises. And 10, I live here, you're just visiting. Any questions? See rule number what? I found this on the internet, and I thought this was so cute. Of course, I had to add music. So this is how I do it. It's just a book that I took the pages out of, and I repurposed the pages into things I found online. Look how cute. And then I found some funny things like to-do list with cats. I thought this was cute. And I add some of these are the pages in the book. Some of these are things I just found and printed. Cat posture levels of trust. And then this is my dyed paper. This was actually print screen from a video. It's a little bit blurry, but it's him playing. And then this is a napkin for Hello Spring. I tried to put different seasons in here because his favorite's Halloween, which you'll see at the end. So I wanted to kind of do a spring, summer, and then this I found online. I love the botanical. And he kind of matches Georgie, this picture that I found. Then, of course, washi tape and stickers, borders. And then this is him with his kitty cat. And then this over here is a little pocket. These were fun to do. Love the kitty with the book. And then what I did on the tabs is there's a picture of him with his mom when he was younger. His mom had passed away. So I wanted to do something that was kind of memorabilia too. And then he can post something on the back if he wants. I can't show all the inserts because I don't have his son's permission. But here's all of, look at these stickers. Oh my gosh. I had so much fun finding stickers and little pieces to go in this. And just bring it all together. Love this page. I love fall. And then this was just a little poem to do with fall. Look at that. So cute. And then here, let me see what's on here. It's a picture of him and his son together. And some I did on the back. That's him when he was younger in the store. He looks a lot like, his son looks a lot like him. And then here is each step. But this was so much fun, and I left pages blank. because, you know, he's going to fill in his own stuff too. I just did what I could. I don't think he has a printer, but I told him if he comes across any pictures that he wants to put in here, I can do it for him. And this is another one. I'm not going to show any more of the tabs. You kind of get the gist of what's on them until here in a minute I'll show something he took in his yard. But I wanted to have a variety of colors. So this was all fun to add fall. And the spring colors. And these were just extra cards. They're like postcards. And then this is washi. Choose to be happy. The kitty cat. Then I wanted to put a little grungy type painted papers. So you'll see a lot of blank ones. And then there's one of my dyed papers. And then this I thought was really cool. He could put something in here he wants. Look how cute that is. And then this is a blessed ticket. And then it goes into a little bit of Valentine's Day. Taking a selfie. There's some washi. So this way, if he dates or something, he can always put dating pictures in there of his girlfriends and himself. This here I wanted to put in a little, you know, something a little masculine in here. So I put this napkin in. And then I have some ships. I got that page, I think off of a National Geographic too. Always looking for cool pages. And then having a little bit of nautical with fish. I thought these pages were really pretty. Something extra, look at that. That face. And then this here, I thought was so cool. There was a deer in our backyard that had a little baby under his spout. And that is so stinking cute. This is one of the babies I've been trying to catch in a video. There's actually two that are identical. So that's on the back of that page. And I thought it was suitable there because of the kind of like fallish looking color. And then here's some jokes. He's posted some jokes too. So I stuck those in. And this is my dyed paper. I kind of put my dyed paper out throughout it. And then, that's not it either. Not there yet. You'll see what I mean. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then the car. I love these pages. This here is a napkin. And then I made a pocket to put that in. And now we go into the Halloween phase. This is it. He loves motorcycles. So I put motorcycles through the rest. And then he can add something on the back, or I can for him at a later date. But this was a lot of fun. And then, of course, some music pages. Look, he likes this particular type of motorcycle, so I backed some of it with paper. And I found these online when I put the types in. So here's all the Halloween stuff. And then he can put a little picture of Georgie in there later if he wants. And then here's more motorcycle stuff. I did pretty much motorcycle till the end. But I thought these pages were a lot of fun. Some of these were digitals, and some were just things I found randomly. This is really pretty. And then these were awesome. This was a digital set that I bought, and I backed it. So he can even add something back there if he wants to. And I thought this was a cool punch. Give it a little spookiness. Wicked Whispers. And here's another part of that digital. I don't remember where I got the digital from. It was off of Etsy, but I'd have to look it up. And then here he can add something in here. I thought this was cute. Googly eyes. I found googly eyes. And I added this at the end. The different types of motorcycles that he likes. I think it's Hondas. So it's kind of like a really special. And this is why I like customs, you know, because if you find out about the person, you could ask them questions. And then this is a witch's brew poem. And then at the end, this is so cool. See that? This was actually on a cover of a National Geographic, and I thought it was so cool to add. And then there's the back. And then I put a washi tape down the spine. And then, of course, I used a cord there. And I thought that was really cute for being a masculine journal. So that is my Georgie journal. I hope you enjoyed the flip through. And for those who have never done an altered book, I just take and tear out so many pages, and then where it's torn, I glued here and here, and then added these in between. There's so many different ways you can do this page. You can flip it down, glue here and here, and have like a peekaboo pocket. I've done them before, but this was a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, time consuming, but it's something fun to do in front of the TV too. So I thank you so much for sticking around on my channel, and I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and I hope to see everybody soon. And with that, whatever time zone you're in, I hope you're having a great one. Bye.